Right, here's two battles against PenguinX from ONM. They're not full evolved battles, and yeah. So the first team I'm using, it's not been successful whatsoever so far, but I was kind of limited to what I could use for it as I made it for Zexion's not full evolved underused tourney, meaning basically that I couldn't use the overused of not fully evolved. And yeah, it's harder to really play a team that could have those and I can't counter them as well as I should be able to. So yeah, Apom's here. Poison Jab surprisingly didn't kill it with it. Like he had a focus sash, so he would have loved it anyway. Well, as long as I didn't get that poison hacks, but Choice Banded and Adamant, so I really actually thought I would have activated the sash. So yeah, I did a bad mistake here, and I switched Gloom into the Psychic. I thought I actually never knew Electabuzz at this point learned Psychic, so yeah, it was quite a bad move on my part. And yeah, so I switched to Sheldon now, just to see if he's choice timed or not, as if he's obviously choice timed, he's going to switch out. But having a defense shop, he may actually just try and stand and go for another Psychic. But he focus blasts, and that's obviously going to take me out, being 4 times weak to it. But even at full HP and without special defense drop. So I switch to Nidorino again. I'll go for the Sucker Punch, as I know it should do a decent amount. I did a bit more than I thought, which is pretty nice, and he Psychics and takes me out. One thing I just don't know, I just don't really see like Electabuzz and Magmar to be not full evolved. I know it just seem still quite powerful compared to a lot of the other things. Considering that Electabuzz is just 10 base HP and defense lower than Fire, 10 base speed higher, same special attack, and not as high attack. So this seemed kind of similar. But yeah, oh well. And I did a bad mistake there, bringing Mantike into the Thunder Fang. I thought he'd be special, didn't know, didn't think him to have any fangs or that. So yeah, it was quite bad on my part. Should actually went to Gloom as Death Footer really, but never mind. And yeah, so Togix, and now I go for Source Trans. I'm pretty sure we will have any attack he does. I did a damage calculation here, that tried attack with max special attack without any special attack boosting items should have done about 50%. And I think it's Serene Grace, not Hustle. I don't know if Togeki even learns Hustle, but yes. Actually, Hustle's for attack anyway, not special attack. So yeah, screw that. But I would have loved that, and I would have been able to get a Waterfall off, which would have done quite a decent amount next turn. Even if I didn't go for Sarsans and just Waterfall in the first place, Murkrow would have been able to take it out, and maybe had a better chance of winning. Real surprised how much Drop Peck does to Gligar, though. Even if it isn't Eevee just defensively, it's got like 110 base defense, so yeah. But oh well. I knew the only one he used I never saw was Poliwhirl, so I'm not too sure how they've been able to take that out if I played a bit differently against that Togekick, but never mind, that was a good game there. And yeah, here's the second battle. I made a completely new team for this. It wasn't really as well thought out um, type-wise or that, or physical and special thought wise as my first, but I was just kind of random things. I thought, I've seen people use this before. I think this should work. Basically, that was the idea ran behind this team. I actually think I've got a new team now that should hopefully maybe work. I've not tested it yet, but yeah, hopefully I could try and get a battle with that soon. So I'll leave a go bat. Obviously, he's not got to flinch me, and I'm able to KO him to a KO with a sludge bomb, so that's pretty good. And he goes to Electabuzz now, and here I did the bad mistake thinking, what would happen between Crobat and Electivire? And Crobat would outspeed him, so I could just get a Sludge Bomb off if I want. But Electabuzz is actually faster than Golbat, so yeah, it's quite bad. It says that Electabuzz is actually faster than Electivire, but I thought Golbat was still higher on having more speed, but yeah, never mind. And I did a bad mistake there, that was a Choice Scarf Machoke. But Machoke can never actually even reach Electabuzz's speed with the Choice Scarf. And Machoke reaches roughly 310, Electabuzz is like 339, I think, not too sure. So I go to Munchlax now, I go for a stockpile. I actually can't remember if it boosts, I know it boosts defenses, I can't remember if it's at one stage or two stages, but I may have been able to live an hour Focus Blast if it hit, but he misclicked there, T-Bottle got a crit, and that kind of sucked as I was going for the Earthquake. Or maybe went going for the Body Slam, hoping for Paralyzing, I can't remember, but I was going for the attack that turn anyway. Um, but yeah, so I Elite Seed the switch in, which is quite nice, and here I was actually just feeling a yeah, I think I'm probably going to lose here now that I've just wasted most of my team against that annoying Electabuzz again, just through a bad play on my part, really. So yeah, I'm seeing it going for the try attack. I switched to Metang to take the try attack, and yeah, he's going to take it pretty well. I'm certain he resists it, and I'm going to heal a lot of HP out with Elite Speed and leftovers, so yeah, it's pretty good. So I decided to go for the Stealth Rock now, just in case he decides to switch around a bit, and if Togekick comes back in, it's going to take a decent amount of Stealth Rock damage, which I think in the end actually did come in quite useful and the Stealth Rock on Togekick. So yeah, he goes for the Flamethrower here, and I did actually see that coming, and he gets the burn, which really was bad for me, as I was planning going for a Meteor Mass next turn. I don't know if that would have KO'd or not. With the burn, obviously my attack's lowered, so I'm not going to be doing as much. So I decided just to go, screw it, I'll just go for the Explosion, and he brings Whirlwind. I don't think he was actually predicting Explosion, but it's like, there's no point doing anything else now. My tank's pretty much useless. So yeah, and it would have been quite funny if you actually had Damp. I don't know if Poliwhirl learns Damp. I know Poliwrath does, but Damp just preventing the explosion. Like, oh, that was a bit much fail, but my tank couldn't really do anything to Poliwhirl anyway. So yeah, I'm thinking he would switch here either to something that could take a Draco Meteor, or something that'll just be as a fodder like the Togekick, or something, and that'll just lower my special attack pointlessly. So I go for the Source instead, and because of that stealth rock damage, I'm able to take it out. I get a pointless crit there, as obviously it's going to take it down anyway, so yeah. And Electabuzz comes back in. Best options you had here were your Focus Blast or Psychic, and Power over Accuracy. He obviously went over Power, and yeah, it hit. It didn't KO, which I was actually quite surprised about. I guess Dragonair is pretty bulky, and being a Dragon type and all. I go for Draco Meteor. I wasn't sure if any of the other attacks would KO him, and I have 9 HP left. So once again, and on the physical side of the Soundor, I didn't really expect it still to be mixed. I wasn't sure. Even though I learned Sucker Punch until I actually looked up. But yeah, I was just going for a Draco Meteor again, I think, just to get some damage. Luckily for me, that Fire Blast missed. I did actually do a damage. I didn't do a damage calculation on that, but it would have made things harder against this Gligar. I went for him Power Ground, by the way. But I guess if I lived it, I could have probably stalled this Gligar a bit just to get some HP back using Protect and Late Seed Stalling, which kind of not the nicest way to play, really, but if it helps me try to get the win, it would be useful. You know, I have to say I'm really surprised I was able to luckily turn this around. Um, Considering just some random hacks against me and the bad play at the start, it's just, yeah. But hopefully from now on, any more new not filled ball battles, I'll have a bit more research done on the Mon themselves, as to be honest, I don't know that much about them anyway. And I'm not too sure why Roosted here, maybe forgot about he loses the flying typing, or maybe try to end it quickly or something, I'm not too sure. But yeah, the energy balls are going to take him down, and yeah, Gligar goes down. And I have to say, I'm real glad to take a Gligar down, as if you watch Ed C15's videos, you'll know why I hate Gligar. So yeah, good games there, PenguinX, and rate, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.